Okay, I wasn't doing anything else, so I decided I'd play another game. And this time it's going to be the Astros home against the Braves again. It is April 8th. We'll present. Share screen. Right. Get the nice roller in a good spot here. Playing around. I got a little bit of a delay on the TV, so all right, that's probably good. Going in this one, we have for the home Astros is Doug Kniesny. 29 starts that year. Was 6-13 with an ERA of 4.47. 171 innings, allowed 184 hits, 15 homers, walked 87, struck out 89. And he'll be opposed by Carl Morton. Started 39 games for Atlanta, was 17-16, 3.50 ERA, 278 innings, allowed 302 hits, 19 home runs, walked 82, struck out 78. The visiting lineup for Atlanta, leading off and playing left field, Ralph Garr. Batting second, playing second base is Marty Perez. Batting third and playing third base is Darrell Evans. The cleanup hitter, first baseman, Mike Lum. Batting fifth, playing right field is Dusty Baker. Hitting sixth, playing center field, Roland Office. Batting seventh and catching, Vic Coral. Hitting eighth and playing shortstop, Larvell Blanks. And pitching the pitcher and batting ninth, Carl Morton. For Houston, leading off, playing left field, Enos Cabell. Batting second, playing second base is Rob Andrews. Hitting third, playing center field, Cesar Cedeno. Cleanup hitter, catcher, that is Milton May. Batting fifth, playing first base is Cliff Johnson. Hitting sixth, playing right field, Jose Cruz. Batting seventh, third baseman, that is Doug Rader. Hitting eighth and playing shortstop, Roger Metzger. And then the pitcher, Doug Kniesny, batting ninth. Defense behind Kniesny from left, right, and outfield. Cabell, Cedeno, and Cruz. All C's out there with their names. And on the infield from third to first, Rader, Metzger, Andrews, and Johnson May behind the plate. Coming into this game, the Braves are 1-0, and the Astros 0-1. Ralph Garr, 2-3. And the pitch, base hit to right. Leadoff single. Good start for the Braves. And that'll bring up Marty Perez. Perez is going to try and hit and run here. And let's see how this works. Let's see, 5-3. Ground ball to the first baseman, Johnson. And Garr gets to second, but out is Perez. Runner in scoring position. For the number 3 hitter, third baseman Darrell Evans. Evans comes into the game with a couple of RBI already. 2-9. And the pitch. Strikes out Evans. 2 down for Mike Lum. Lum had only 1 hit in the first game of the season. 1-6. And the pitch. Line drive right to the shortstop Metzger. And that ends the top half of the first inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. The defense behind Morton from left to right in the outfield. Gar, Office, and Baker. Infield from third to first. Evans, Blanks, Perez, and Lum. And then Coral behind the plate. Five-8. Ooh, split roll. 19. Cabell with a base hit to left. He's definitely going to try to get a lead here. He doesn't. So Rob Andrews will try to sacrifice him over. Lays one down. Martin up with it. Over to first. It works good as a sacrifice. Cabell's at second. Here's Cedeno. Cedeno is 3 for 3 at the plate on the season. He's got a double, 2 singles, 1 RBI. Also walked twice, so 5 times up and 5 times on base. He also has a stolen base. Cedeno, and did he have a caught stealing? I think he did. He did. So he was 1 for 2. 2-9. Cedeno grounds it to the left side. Evans, the third baseman, comes up with it. Holds Cabell at second. Tossed to Lum, 2 down. Here's Milt May. He's 1 for 5 on the season coming in. Next chart. And the pitch. Blooper to left. Cabell sees it's going to drop. Carr has to play it on a hop. Cabell with good speed comes around and he scores on a bloop single by Milt May into left. Gar's defensive limitations come back to hurt Atlanta early in this one. Milt May with his first RBI of the season. Brings up Johnson. Johnson's had 1 hit so far this year. It was a single. 1-8. Pitch by Morton. Strikes him out. But the Astros get a run on 2 hits, 0 errors, and 1 left. We go to the second inning here. It'll be Dusty Baker leading off, followed by Roland Office and Vic Coral. 2-7. Pitch by Kniesny, fly ball center field. Cedeno makes quick work of that, 1 away. And that'll bring up Roland Office. Office 3 for 5. Coming in. That's 2 RBI on the season. 6-9. X chart. Ground ball to the shortstop Metzger. He makes the play. Toss to Johnson. That's routine. 2 down. Vic Coral. 1 for 4 on the season. He's got 1 double, 1 RBI. 410. That is going to be a next chart play. And that one's kind of a leaner. That one is too. There we go. 14-7. Fly ball to center. Cedeno again. And makes the play. That's a quick top half of the second inning. Astros still lead 1-0. Jose Cruz, followed by Doug Rader and Roger Metzger. Cruz 1 for 4 on the season. Split roll. Pitch by Morton. And Cruz hits a fly ball to right. That's well hit. Baker drifting back towards that scoreboard, but he looks up and it goes over that scoreboard for a home run. And Jose Cruz has given the Astros a 2-0 lead. That is his first homer and RBI for the season. So Morton tagged again. And Rader will come up. Doug Rader 1 for 3 in the opener. Plus he had a walk. Another split roll. Fly to left. And Gar, a nice little trot back there. He gets under it, makes the catch. 1 away for Roger Metzger, batting .333. 6-10. Next chart. Ball to the left side, and the third baseman Evans makes a late throw that gets by Lum, and Metzger has a single, and then on that bad throw he goes to second. It's an E5 on Evans. Runner in scoring position with 1 out for the pitcher Kniezny. He had 8 hits and 50 at-bats last season. 6 singles, a couple doubles, drove in 4, walked 3 times, struck out 24 times. But it looks like he was a lot better against left-handed pitching, and this is against a right-hander. 4-4. X chart. Oops. Wow. Ground ball toward the middle, and Blanks, the shortstop, comes up with it. No, he uncorks a bad throw. It was a single. The runner was going to beat that throw, and then the wild throw allows a run to score, obviously unearned. But back-to-back defensive errors on the Braves. And the left side of their defense has been a problem in this one. It's 3-0 Houston. Gar had a ball bloop in front of him that allowed a run to score in the first inning. And then now in this inning, Evans and Blanks throw late on ones they should have just held on to. Could have just been singles with runners on first and second. But 2 errors now in the inning, an E5 and an E6. Cabell singled earlier, comes up. Somebody needs to give the Braves infielders some pockets to put the ball into. Morton Strikes out Cabell looking. And that'll bring up Andrews. Andrews had a sack bunt earlier. The Braves walked away with a win in the opener, but things not looking too good for them to win the second game of the series. And that's lifted to center field. Heading toward the gap of left center field, and that's going to be extra bases. Cabell. Let's see, who was that? That was Konieczny, huh? Yeah, Konieczny scores, and Andrews has a triple. Andrews with his first triple. He had 4 last season, first RBI. And that'll bring up Cedeno. 4-0 Houston. 6-6. Those runs became earned. Here's the pitch. Pop up on the left side. Evans makes the grab. We go to the top of the third. Even though there were 2 errors in that inning, the runs were all earned because those errors were scored on ground balls that were also singles. So the runner was going to reach, didn't reach as a result of the error, just advanced as a result of the error. And that triple ends all doubt as to whether then they would have scored. Larvell blanks, Carl Morton, Ralph Garr. Blanks, 5-4. Next chart. $16 and a 9. And there's a ground ball to the left side. Raider up with it. Toss to first. 1 away. Here's Morton. Morton might not be in this game a whole lot longer if things don't improve for him. $3-8. And the pitch. Strikes him out swinging. 2 down. Here's Ralph Garr. 1 for 1. 5-4. Next chart. Ground ball, left side, blanks up with it, and I'm sorry, not blanks, Metzger up with it. Throw to Johnson, and that ends the top half of the third. So Konieczny is looking very good here. And Atlanta out in the field. Morton, not very good so far. And the defense, not very good so far. May, Johnson, and Cruz. 6-10. Next chart. Ground ball left side, and the third baseman, Evans. Oh, man. I pulled the first baseman off the bag with an errant throw. And another error on Evans, the third on the Braves in this game already. E5. May is on. And here's Johnson. 611. Next chart. And let's see, 5 and 4. You gotta be kidding. Fly to right, and Dusty Baker, the fielder on this one, and then he drops the ball. Nobody on the Braves seems to be able to make a good defensive play today. That's an E9. 4 errors on the Braves, and we're only in the bottom of the third. Morton is thinking, I got to get 5 outs in this inning now. Cruz, 1 for 1 with a solo homer. .110. And then we get a pass ball off the glove of Coral. Why not? He has to chip in with a little bit of bad D. May now at third. Johnson's at second. And right. That's a good observation. They are going to intentionally walk Cruz now. It's early for that kind of thing, but they want to try to set up a force play at the plate. They don't want to get any further behind. Infield's playing in, taking some chances here. As good as their defense is, why not just pull them in so they can really have balls get by them? At least there'll be hits instead of errors. 1-9. Fly to center. Office makes a catch. May holds at third for now. Here's Metzger. Singled and benefited from an error by Evans. 111. Split roll. Liner to Perez, who makes the catch. 2 down. Maybe Morton can get out of this mess. He's got Kniezny up against him here. Singleton. That was where Blanks made a throwing error. 6-9. Fly to center. Roland Office. Wow. Maybe the biggest miracle there was that Morton didn't get tagged for any more runs. That was an unusual inning. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, 3 left. An intentional walk was in there and a pass ball. We go to the middle innings. It'll be Perez, Evans, and Lum. Perez. 3 6s. Maybe Kniezny won't get a win. He has to leave with an error or something. 19. Oops. Fly ball to left. Cabell makes the grab. Kniezny's okay. Evans, 0 for 1. 3-9. Here's the pitch. Strikes out Evans. 3 strikeouts for Kniesny. Lum. 2-5. Fly ball to right. Cruz makes the grab. Another 1-2-3 inning for Kniesny. It'll be Cabell, Andrews, and Cedeno top of the order do it for Houston. That's good news for Atlanta. Cabell 1 for 2. Ground ball to the shortstop Blanks over the Lum, 1 away. Here's Andrews. Ooh. 5-6. Liner to Blanks, 2 down. The decision to put all those bad gloves on the left side, on the bad range. 110. They could probably play the shift to the left side and still not make plays. Ground ball to Evans. And wow, a 1-2-3 inning. Morton might want to make a note of that in his journal that he finally got some defense there. Top of the 5th, Baker, Office, and Coral. Baker 0 for 1. 6-5. Ten, 11. Grounder to Metzger. 1 away. Here's Office. 0 for 1. 2-5. Grounder to Johnson. 2 down. Here's Coral. The pitch by Kniesny. Strikes him out. He is cruising. And hey, Anna, here. This is yeah. You're in the way, Anna. All right, let me move these so you can try to lay down there. Maybe you'll get it. You can lay down there. All right, Milt May, 1 for 2. 110. No, Hannah. No, not there. No. Nope. The pitch. Lined right to Perez. 1 down, Cliff Johnson. 4-5. Grounder to Perez. 2 down. Here's Cruz. Was homered and had an intentional pass. 110. Split roll. Fly to right. Baker makes this catch. Plenty of room. To the 6th inning. Blanks. Maybe Morton, maybe not. And Gar. 4-9. Pitch lined into left field, a base hit. If he'd have been normal power, that would have been a home run. This is a note, but it was on the pitcher's card and it adjusted to a single. All right, so is Morton gonna come out now or not? Gary Jenner. They don't have much of a bullpen. Oh, Harrison's okay. It's just they're down 4. I'm going to bring Gary Gentry in, I think, in the next inning, but I'm going to need a pinch hitter at the moment. Let's see, Dave May, Gilbreth, Pokaroba, Gaston, Johnson, Tepedino, Oates, Greg Robinson. Dave May would be more of a he's got some power. I hate to use him in a spot where there's nobody on base. I'm going to let Biff Pokaroba, I think, because they still have Oates they can use as a catcher if they need to. So Biff Pokaroba going to pinch hit. Batted .255 in 1975. 4.9. That was leaning a little. 16. Pokaroba hits one hard to center, and Cedeno he's not going to get there. Plays it off the wall. Blanks will stop at third. Cedeno with a really strong arm out there in center field. Pokaroba, though, with a pinch hit double. So finally something cooking for Atlanta. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Ralph Garr at the plate. 6-8. Ground ball right side. Andrews up with it. Blanks is going to score. Pokaroba moves into third, but an RBI for Ralph Garr. It's 4-1. Ralph Garr with his second run batted in this season, and Marty Perez is coming up. .210. Grounder to Raider. He played back. Runner at third is going to hold. And Raider throws out the batter, so that'll bring up Evans with 2 out. Runner at third. And Evans, who's had a bad day defensively and has struck out twice at the plate. 5-2. Next chart. Ooh, wow. Fly to right center. Cruz has a long run into the gap, and is down for a hit. A run scores. Cruz heading to second, and now Cruz makes a terrible throw back to the infield, and that rolls away. So the runner just keeps on going. Evans is going to come around third, and he's going to even score on this. It'll be a double and a two-base throwing error by Cruz. 3 runs in on the inning, and it's 4-3. That third run being unearned right at the moment. But Evans finally has something go good for him in this game. It's a 1-run ball game. Mike Lum steps up. Made things interesting all of a sudden. Line drive to Johnson, who makes the grab. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-3 Houston. Ah, boy. Put it here. Now I gotta see if I want to make a double switch. Lum is good defensively in so many places. Taking Evans out, I mean, he just finally did something. Marty Perez. Take Gar out. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to put a pitcher in. I'll bring Gary Gentry in to pitch. Doug Rader, 0 for 2. 5-5. Ground ball to Blanks. 1 down. Here's Metzger. 110. Back to Gentry. 2 down. Kniesny. Let's see, is he? I don't think he's getting fatigued yet. Oh, he is. Whee. That happened sudden. Bob Watson. Over Howard. Boswell. Milburn. Jutsy. Or is it Jutsy? I forget already. Tim told me once. Rafael Batista. Mike Easler. We didn't have any hits at all. They're ahead. Boswell will pinch hit here. He's 0 for 1 on the season. 6-3. X chart. Back to Gentry, over to first. Ends the bottom of the 6th. So now I have to see who's going to come in and pitch for them. He's lefty, righty splits it. You kind of have to be a little choosy along with the game situation. See, I could put Forsh in. He's already appeared. Wayne Granger. Dave Roberts. Jim York. Sherman. And Cosgrove. They got a pretty good bullpen. Yeah, Forsh will come in again. Dusty Baker, 0 for 2. 3-9. Strikes out Dusty Baker. Here's Roland Office. 3-7. Forsh strikes him out. I'll bring up Coral. 5-8. Fly to left. Cabell is there. And a quick 1-2-3 top of the 7th. Bottom half of the inning. Cabell, Andrews, and Cedeno as the top of the order up for Houston. 3-4. Ground ball to the shortstop Blanks. Over to first, 1 away. Here's Andrews. Five, 9. Next chart. There's a little bit of a leaner there. 3. Ground ball, and that is up the middle, a base hit for Andrews. The way that rolled on the X chart was one number higher or lower would have been an error. Error number 5, but it's split right in there. So Andrews is at second, 1 out for Cedeno. Andrews is going to try to steal. And he's thrown out by Coral. Is 2 caught stealing in this game? No, just 1. There was 1 in the earlier game. Cedeno for 3. They couldn't get him out in the opener. Split roll. Fly to left. Ralph Garr makes the catch. That ends the bottom of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. Atlanta only has 6 outs remaining, and they're down by a run. Blanks is due to lead off. Or do they want to pinch hit for him here? Might have a couple of pinch hitters this inning. Yeah. Might. Not for blanks, so. All right, he's 1 for 2. Single last time up. 6-2. X chart. Yeah, that's flat. 15 and 10. Fly ball center field. No problem for Cedeno. Now we got Gary Gentry coming up. He's not going to bat. It's going to be Dave May. Two six. And Forsh. Ball 4 to May. The Braves have the potential tying run up. Boy, oh boy. All right, Ralph Garr. 1 for 3, 1 RBI, 2-6. Split roll. That's a ball hit well to center field. Cedeno trying to get back there, but he can't. That's extra bases. Stopping at third is May. Now there's 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Atlanta might be poised to come back and steal this game. Marty Perez, 0 for, was it 3 coming up? And, well, boy, if they walk him, then it's not nowhere to put Evans. Well, do they have a good strikeout pitcher, maybe? .1, 3.6 per 9. Roberts, 4-6. York, 3-6. Sherman, 5-4. Now they're gonna walk Perez. Try to set up a double play. Have the corners in. Evans, though, doubled last time up and then scored because of the error on Cruz. 110. Split roll. Fly ball to right. Cruz drifting back a little bit, makes the catch. May is going to tag up and score. And Garr speeds into third. So that is an RBI for Evans. We are tied at 4 in the top of the 8th inning. And Mike Lum is up at the plate. And that might be it for Forsh. Yeah, Dave Roberts is now going to come in. they going to do any double switching? I don't think so. Nope. So the lefty Dave Roberts comes in to pitch. Lum, 0 for 3. Ground ball back to Roberts. And he makes the play, but the Braves have scored the tying run. We're knotted up at 4 here in the 8th inning. Do they do anything? Like a double switch. This could move to first base. They could move Lum to the outfield. Or they could move let me see what my defensive options are. Gaston, Johnson. Bear with me a moment. All right, I'm going to change a few defensive players here and stuff to. I think I'm going to bring Gilbreth in and Gaston in. They don't have a lead anymore, but 39, 26. All right, so I guess Rod Gilbreth is going to bat 9th, and he's going to play third base. So Evans isn't out there anymore. And then I guess I'll leave Gar in at left because they might need his bat. I was tempted to make him move and put Gaston out there, but if they were still ahead, I would. Left, right, left, right. They got their. So do I want Easterly? Probably not. House. He got a save. Torrealba is not a guy I'm going to use unless it gets to be where they don't have anybody else to go to. Harrison. Yeah, they're going to go with Rorik Harrison. The bullpens really favor the Astros. Milt May, 1 for 3, 1 RBI, 210. Grounder back to Harrison, over to first, 1 away. Here's Johnson, 0 for 3. 5-5. And the pitch. And that's deep to left. They get left center, and there's no doubt about that one. That one's gone, and the Astros, just like that, have taken the lead back. It's 5-4. Rorik Harrison tagged for a solo home run. Cliff Johnson, is that his first RBI of the season? I don't know. It's his second, I guess, unless he had one earlier in this game. Yeah, that's his second RBI of the season. And so Atlanta had tied it in the top half of the inning, and Houston right back on top of that home run. Here's Cruz. 4-6. Ball 4 to Cruz. Speed on the bases for Doug Rader. $111. Split roll. 16. Popped up on the left side. Larvell Blanks. With the catch. 2 down. Here's Metzger. Let's see if Cruz can try to steal anyway. It's worth a chance. Throw to second, and he's in there with a stolen base. So Jose Cruz is 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Here's Metzger, 1 for 3. $211. Split roll. Metzger, ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Cruz, though, stops at third. So runners on the corners for Roberts. It didn't really pay off to steal because Cruz was unable to score on the single. And the pitcher's spot is due up. See, and 1 save. I think they're gonna pinch hit for him. And I think it's gonna be Watson. Yep. Bob Watson's going to pinch hit. He's 0 for 1, but he has 1 walk on the season. 3-7. Pitch. Fly to left. Tagar makes the catch. The solo homer by Cliff Johnson has given the Astros a 5-4 lead as we go to the top of the 9th. And Watson's not going to stay in. What do the Braves have up? Baker, Office, and Coral. Probably a right-handed pitcher here. Yeah, I gotta see. Who is their closer? Let's see. Cosgrove had 5 saves, but he's a left-handed pitcher. They have Granger, who had 5 saves. He's a right-handed pitcher. And it's got to be one of those two. It's going to be Granger. Here's Baker. 4-9. X chart. 7, 13. 14 would have been an error. Grounder to the shortstop Metzger over to first, one away, and that'll bring up Roland Office. 0 for 3. Batting .375 on the season. 2-2. Ground ball to the second baseman Andrews. Over to first, 2 down. And down to their last out are the Braves. Vic Coral, 0 for 3. .310. Pitch by Granger. Grounder to Metzger. And over to first. That's going to do it. The Astros have taken the second game of this series, 5-4. 4 runs, 5 hits, 4 errors for Atlanta. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Houston. The winner is Dave Roberts, who only went 1/3 of an inning. That seems kind of peculiar, but that does happen. So he's 1-0, and then Wayne Granger gets to save his first. Rorik Harrison with a loss, 0-1. But it was a well-pitched game by Doug Kniesny. Not so much for Morton, but then his defense didn't help him too much either. His ERA is 7.2. All those runs were earned, largely because of the triple by Andrews that scored a couple in that inning, in which he had the back-to-back errors by Evans and Blanks. And that was in the second. The Astros had gone scoreless for 5 straight innings. The Braves get that tying run in the top of the 8th, and then Cliff Johnson gets a hold of one and knocks it out of the park. Puts the Astros back on top for good. So both teams are 1-1. Hit the end game here. I'll look at a little bit of the stats. Let me go back to StreamYard. Maybe I can, oops. Let's see, present. I'll stop, present, share screen, window. Does that bring up the, yeah, that's the league statistics. Oops. Well, I guess I could do that. I don't know. Doesn't really make any difference. You see in the West, so I've only played 5 games. And we have 4 teams that haven't played yet. Pittsburgh, Chicago, San Francisco, and San Diego. And it's going to be a little while before they do. Seems like everybody else is going to be playing their second game before then. And actually, Houston and Atlanta will play their third game before those 4 teams get into a game. Cincinnati a half game up in the West so far. Cardinals and Phillies on top in the East. Our league batting average so far is .235. And only 6 home runs in 5 games. 4 triples, 13 doubles. 10 errors. Imagine that. Thanks to Atlanta with their 5. The league ERA 3.62. And Houston's actually got the highest one at 5. League leaders, there's not a whole lot to look at there yet. No point really looking at that page. The league on base percentage is 303, the league slugging 355, and the league OPS 658. "33 walks, 50 strikeouts. Home teams about homered road teams 5-1. Just one complete game so far, and that was by Carlton. We've seen 4 saves, no shutouts. 5 wild pitches and 2 pass balls. And just over 60% of the X-chart plays have been outs. That's kind of low, but it's very small sample size. Does it show injuries on here? Anybody injured? It doesn't seem like it. I give Stratomatic credit for their reports and stuff that they have in the video games. I mean, it's just statistics galore if you're into that kind of thing. And that's the league. I mean, you can do the same thing with team statistics. And players. Let's see if I can share this one for the Braves here. It tells you their win-loss, home road. It'll even break it down to each opponent, their record against each team. And up here, you can change it to just versus certain teams or home and road games. Primary batting statistics and pitching. Secondary. Lefty, righty, miscellaneous, sabermetric, a couple different things of fielding, like that little daily log. Kind of gives you usage, real life to the replay. And this page here where he tells you their batting average as a team versus lefties, righties, each spot in the lineup as a team, clutch situations, loaded bases, and it breaks it again down by team faced, road games, home games, pitchers, your starters and relievers, fielding as a position, third base, 625 fielding percentage at third base for the Braves. This is the kind of stuff that I'm into. I just love looking at stat reports. Probably a lot more than the average person. Although I don't know, maybe a lot of people that are into gaming or into that kind of thing. It must be, because for them to create an engine like that, it must be a demand. Anyway, I don't really want to bore anybody with it, but if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can kind of ask questions about it. I can go in and look stuff like that up for you as I'm going through these things. It gives you like strikeouts per walk, ground ball, double plays per 9 innings, hits per 9, everything for teams. And then, as I was saying, the players, even the player reports. Let's see. I'll pick a Houston player since I was looking at Atlanta. Let's go to Jose Cruz. Of course, it's just like a line score for each guy. It tells you all their batting average changes from game to game, their home runs and RBI. A player detailed report shows you each spot in the batting lineup, how they're doing. And then a lot of their other statistics, stolen bases, base running, ground balls, fly balls, stuff like that. Some sabermetric stuff. Their fielding, game started, what position they were at, how often, and then their streaks, which that page doesn't really interest me that much, but I don't really look at the player stats too much. And then a pitcher, you can look at a pitcher too. There's somebody that I'm trying to think maybe came in a couple games. I don't know. I'll just look at Carl Morton. I probably have to share that again. But it shows like his line score again. And they keep track of his ERA as it changes from game to game, and his WHIP, and there's a detailed report on him versus lefties, righties, as a starter, as a reliever, against each opponent, on the road, at home, his fielding numbers, strikeouts to walk, all that kind of thing. Per 9 inning type stats. And of course, then his streaks too. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it quits for a while. And if I don't play another one later today, and I probably won't on here, but tomorrow there's a strong possibility that I'd play 1 or 2 more games. I can preview what that next one is. Let's see, that next game is going to be Montreal and St. Louis. And let's see who the pitchers are. It'll be Steve Rogers going for Montreal. And for St. Louis, it'll be Bob Forsch. So Rogers and Forsch. Rogers, Yeah, 35 starts, 3.29 ERA, was 11 and 12. And Bob Forsch, 34 starts, was 15 and 10 with an ERA of 2.86. 230 innings, that's quite a few. So that should be, well, it's got the potential to be a very good, low-scoring game. Might not turn out that way, but we can hope that's another close one. I've been really lucky, haven't I, with these scores lately. Well, so far, lately, that's only been 5. There was a 5-4 game, 7-6, 3-2, 4-1, and 5-4. 4 of them have been one-run games. Anyway, that's it for me for a while. Tim, thanks for stopping in. I don't know if you're still there, but I appreciated the comment about the Michael Jackson and the one glove for no apparent reason. That was funny. Later, might be on Rob's channel or somebody else's, or if it's me, it'll probably just be a chat session later tonight, probably after dark. So again, thanks for anybody that's been watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.